Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by our expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters.
You are also on the line for blessing.
You are invited to worship with us at Christ Rescue Ministry International, also known as Rescue Tabernacle, located at number 10 Basi Esau Street, off Akaitiam Street, Uyo. Weekly activities, Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Counseling and prayers, Sunday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Prophetic worship service, Wednesdays, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Word encounter and miracle service, third Friday of every month, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Spiritual warfare and deliverance service. Christ Rescue Ministry, raising hope for the hopeless. Come and be blessed. Apostle and Reverend Mrs. Ntia E. Ntia, President.
Safety Commission identifies wrong way driving as major cause of death on the road. Youths advised to connect with God through prayers. Plus, wife of Akwa Ibom State Governor Mrs. Patience Umor unveils Mary Slessor Akan Glow Foundation. Hello, very good evening. It's nice to have you join us on the news. My name is Evelyn Badu Epo with details of the news. This broadcast is reaching live on Star Times Channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Now to the details of the news. Youths have been advised to connect with God through ceaseless prayers and kingdom services for His establishment upon their lives. This was at the Redeemed Christian Church of God Abundance Mega Parish Monthly Youth Fellowship held at the church premises at Akpan Avenue, Uyo. Correspondent reports. It was spirit-filled and a prayer rain as youths of the RCCG Abundance Mega Parish converged in unison to usher the presence of God on their lives for a secured future. Youths who have been described to have a huge responsibility towards shaping their pursuits in life were reminded of putting God first to achieve desired purposes.
To actually achieve success, you need work. The Bible tells us that the soul of the sluggard desires. That means, oh, you want to be successful, but like it's the work you put in that determines your success. That's in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4.
In your pursuit for greatness, I think the first thing you should have is put God first.
The youths took turns to admonish to themselves in short biblical messages on ways to avail themselves for God's kingdom services.
It's really been an amazing time as a church to give this platform to the youth, to gather together, because the Bible says that towards the end of the season that the youth will see dreams, and that's the reason why we are here, to give God thanks and praise.
Handle our faith diligently the way God will want us to be. Above all, we've learned how to pray without the guardians of any other elder. On our own, we know the need, know why, the necessity for prayers.
To shun all kinds of illicit lifestyle, like homosexual, bisexual, and the rest. All those kind of evil lifestyle, they are not necessary in the society.
Today's topic was to encourage the youth that if you are sleeping, if you don't have a prayer life, trust me, you have to wake up. Because number one, you have to pray for things ahead of you. So as a youth, we have to wake up from our sleep.
The fellowship featured praise and worship, choir renditions, and a brief talk on a purpose-driven youth. In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Ekpo, NTA News. Henceforth, any motorist who drives against traffic in Akwa Ibom State will be subjected to psychiatric test and made to bear the cost. The state's sector commander, Federal Road Safety Commission, Matthew Olunashai, stated this in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Clement Barikwe reports.
Available statistics by the Federal Road Safety Commission shows that 1,441 lives have been lost in Nigeria between January and March 2023 due to road crashes. These deaths result from 2,733 crashes. Wrong-way driving, also referred to as driving against traffic, is among the leading cause of these deaths. Investigation reveals that pedestrians are the major victims of wrong-way driving, and the most pathetic is that some of these drivers engaged in what is popularly referred to as hit and run. In Akwa Ibom State, for instance, wrong-way driving constitutes nuisance on major roads such as the new Ring Road 3 and the Idongesen-Kanga Way.
The issue of one way along this place is also another serious factor, because some of these vehicles that want to come and maybe pour laterite for people around here, when they turn, they want to use one way. They will not want to go and turn the other way.
Driving against the traffic is very, very, very dangerous. It's quite unfortunate that people that do that, they need, even without anybody telling them, they are supposed to go and meet a specialist, a psychiatric, that they are sick or they are sick mentally. So please, they need help.
The Federal Road Safety Commission says it is strategizing on ways to bring perpetrators to book.
Yes, what we'll do is we will continue to sensitize members of the public on the dangers inherent in driving against the traffic. We'll use our public education department to ensure that people comply with the rules and regulations guiding the usage of the road.
For now, pedestrians must apply caution while crossing or walking on the affected roads to avoid being a victim of wrong-way driving. In Uyo, Clement Barikwe, NTA News.
Now, the role of peace in a society cannot be overemphasized, because peace can be considered the bane of development in every society. And as such, we have various organizations, establishments, committees talking about peace, preaching about peace and the need for peace in communities. Now, joining me here in the studio is the Chairman, Independent State Peace Architecture, who's here to tell us more about the activities here in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. He is Dr. Udeme Nana. So it's nice to have you join us in the studio.
Thank you for having me here tonight.
Well, without much ado, sir, can you tell us about the Independent State Peace Architecture in Akwa Ibom State?
Yeah, thank you very much. The Independent State Peace Architecture is an offshoot of the National Peace Committee, headed by the former head of state, General Abdul Salami Abubakar, and Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka of the Kuka Center. Now, that National Peace Committee was formed in the build-up to the 2015 general elections. It was formed to ensure that Nigeria did not experience a conflagration arising from the skirmishes in the build-up to that election. And because the National Peace Committee cannot be everywhere, there was a need to step it down to the various state levels. And Akwa Ibom State happens to be one of those states that has a presence of this committee. And by the grace of God, I am the chairman of that committee.
Okay, so for how long has this committee been here in Akwa Ibom State, and can you tell us some of the roles you have performed so far here in Akwa Ibom State?
Yeah, our committee was inaugurated in October last year, and so far we've participated in various capacity building programs for stakeholders at various levels, youths, women, people with disabilities, and we also had capacity building training for members of the State Peace Committee at the higher level in Calabar with the Cross River State Peace Committee, and back here in Akwa Ibom. So we've been involved in capacity building because it's important. Yes. It's necessary to get people to become aware of what they can do in the area of peace building. Okay. So far we've been on it, trying to get people to become aware, internalize the idea that you cannot have development without peace in the society. Okay. So that's the stage we are on. Okay. And the State Peace Committee is peopled by eminent people with integrity, with pedigree in the state.
To be able to talk on peace and resolution.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at some of the activities that the committee, the Independent State Peace Architecture, is looking at with reference to the election. I know you have just witnessed an election not quite too long, because you were there to work on peaceful resolutions at the areas of political parties, both the post-election and after the elections. So can you tell us some of your experiences here during the election?
Yeah, in the build-up to the elections, one of the things the Peace Committee set out to do was to engage the political parties, that there was no need for their members to promote violence, that everything, the campaigns should be done peacefully, even the rhetoric in the build-up to campaigns should not promote violence, and that people should have this mentality that election is a 4-year cycle.
Yes.
And that if you don't win this time, next time if you try again, you can win. That was before the elections, in the build-up to the elections. And then we try, just like it happened at the national level, to get the political parties and the main stakeholders to sign a peace accord. Yeah, it was done in Akwa Ibom successfully, even though it wasn't under our own auspices. But you know, we welcome any organization that wants to promote peace. So we were happy that was done in Akwa Ibom in the build up to the elections, and fortunately too, during the elections there were only isolated cases of violence in few localities. So it was okay, and in the immediate aftermath of the elections,
were you able to step into some of those issues?
No, we could not. We could not, because on our own it's difficult. We are still trying to stabilize.
Right.
And in the immediate aftermath of the elections, the Peace Committee encourages stakeholders to go to seek redress, rather than take up arms, rather than burn down facilities and so on. So we encourage politicians to seek redress in the tribunals and ensure that yes, in a peaceful manner, without resorting to violence.
Okay. Now let's look at the organization. Talking about peace, without peace, you cannot actually have unity. So let's look at what contributions have the committee made to ensure this national unity, because I believe they have a focus, a target.
Yeah, the committee at the national level has done so much in trying to get the major political stakeholders and political parties to sit and endorse a peace agreement at the national, and they want to step it down to the various states and even to localities, and so far it's succeeded, because we've not had a war situation.
Yes.
We've not had, they've been able to reduce that tension in the polity, and the focus now is to step it down to the state level, to the local government levels, to all the levels, so that wherever there is wherever there is
an aggrieved party, yes,
the committee should get involved with a view to resolving those
okay, let's look at the
crises.
membership of the committee. Is it open to everybody? How can people be part of it? How can you access? Assuming I have a problem, I need you, can I come and join? Can I be a member? Or how do you come in?
Yeah, the committee at the state level has 15 members.
Okay.
15 members in this state. We have like the Catholic Bishop of Uyo, we have the Methodist Archbishop of Uyo, we have the Okwibom, the state president of the Traditional Rulers Council.
Religion?
Yes, and we have community leaders, we have professionals, we have lawyers, and we have people who have a pedigree, people whose voice can be heard and respected. We have the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, who are members, and we have some. We have both the religious, we have the traditionalists, and we have other eminent people in that committee.
Okay. Lastly, we have issues of communal clashes here and there. Can this committee also step up into that to resolve some of these issues?
Yes, I think that this committee has the credibility, at least you heard the membership,
yes,
to step into such cases with a view to calming the situation down. And I want to use this opportunity to appeal to communities that are prone to violence, that have disagreements with even the government, to
they can reach out.
Yes, to reach out to the Peace Committee, so we can discuss it and look for ways and means of
resolving the issue,
of dialoguing, so that such issues can be discussed, because we cannot have meaningful development without peace.
Exactly.
We want Nigerians to live peacefully and pursue development.
Okay, so where can we find you, your office? Where can we find you?
Yeah, we don't have an office as of now, but if you contact me, we'll be able to address issues that come up.
Okay,
yes.
So a word of advice for people out there.
Yeah,
on the need to give peace a chance.
There is need for everybody to go about their interactions with others in a very peaceful manner. There is no need to fight and do violence and burn down even property that have been built over the years. There is no need to kill people. I mean, human life is so precious that you don't need to resort to violence and mayhem and destroy the society.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been a pleasure having you here in the studio.
Thank you.
I think you have a lot to talk about peace.
So much
on other subsequent programs.
So much.
We do not have time now. So I have been speaking with Dr. Udeme Nana, the chairman, Independent State Peace Architecture. Should you have any problem of peace resolutions, you can contact him or contact the committee. It is a national body, it is legal, and it is open to everybody. Thank you very much once again, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Coming on this is a break, after which the news continues shortly. Do stay.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, off a back road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Now to the rest of the news. Wife of the Akwa Ibom State Governor Patience Umoino unveiled Mary Slessor Akan Glow Foundation to serve as a platform for the less privileged in the society to access quality education and other social amenities. Kevin Samuel reports that Mary Slessor Akan Glow is a brainchild of the former Commissioner for Agriculture, Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Glory Edet.
Established in memory of the Scottish missionary with deep-rooted legacy in ensuring better lives for the needy, Mary Slessor Foundation is expected to uphold the legacies of the late missionary. Unveiling the foundation wife of Akwa Ibom State Governor represented by the wife of the Secretary to the State Government in Emerson Uwa, while appreciating the founder for always thinking of how to reach out to the people, especially those in need, described the foundation as timely as it aligns with the Arise agenda of the More Enos administration.
The beauty we are seeing today in the children of twins, we wouldn't have seen them today. The mothers we are celebrating, where would they have been? The men thought that the mother have twins and will be taken out because of twins or will be killed was enough reason that Mary Slessor did not sleep.
The founder shares insight on reasons behind the foundation, stating that one cannot claim to love God and refuses to help the needy.
He worked hard in preparing girls as future mothers and leaders. A mother per excellence who nurtured underprivileged children at her expense and preached the gospel of God voluntarily.
We are also here because someone, a woman in that matter, has decided to recognize the works of Mary Slessor.
Some guest speaks on the personality of Dr. Glory Edet, her sacrificial lifestyle in resemblance to that of the Mary Slessor.
It's all about the general well-being of everybody that comes her way, irrespective of the sex and religion or tribe of the person. So it is very important and we need to support her.
She's a selfless woman. She's a woman who is ready to give out all. What she just did today is her passion. I'm not really surprised about it because she knows how to do it.
This has taught me a lesson to find something that I will be remembered for while here on earth.
So we pray that the good Lord will also give us the strength to also follow our good path. She has done so well.
In the course of the event, multiple birth parents, children, elderly and students were given financial support to ameliorate their sufferings. Objectives of the Mary Slessor Akan Glow Foundation are to restore hope to the hopeless, provide care for the elderly and the less privileged, promote a disciplined society through trainings, seminars in Uyo. Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
A renowned economist and University of Uyo lecturer, Professor Emmanuel Onwidwoket, has called on Nigerians to imbibe the culture of using protests to drive positive change and development of the nation. Professor Onwidwoket made the call while presenting the 5th annual birthday lecture in honor of Professor Akpan Ekpo, former Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, at the Professor Akpan Hogan Ekpo Center for Public Policy, main campus of the institution. Wisdom Jacob reports.
Professor Onwidwoket in his presentation discloses that protest is a veritable tool for driving changes which brought development to the advanced nations and is needed in developing nations. He observes that protest is oftentimes the result of failure of government to tackle sensitive issues, and those in power do not want protest, adding that the masses who suffer must have to protest in order to change their bad situation to what is good.
Political inertia and concentrated political power and influence remain major sources of public discontent and unrest. There will be no change in the status quo if individual and civil society fail to utilize the instrumentality of protest to advance the cause of humanity.
The Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Nyaudon Dayu, acknowledges the numerous contributions of Professor Akpan Ekpo to the development of the society.
Matters. The effect of protest on economic redistribution is more relevant now in Nigeria than ever before. So I am sure, having seen the caliber of lecturers that have been listed and the fact that there will be room for question and answer session, I'm sure by the time we finish and then come up with a communique, some of those challenges that we have faced over the period, including the one removal of fuel subsidy, am I right? How they will distribute the proceeds after, it's like to come out of this platform. So I'm happy for that topic that is very relevant and apt concerning Nigeria.
I think that protests sometimes could be anti-societal and could be anti-productive.
In his response, Professor Akpan Ekpo and wife appreciate the honor done to them, urging the people to take personal decision to protest antisocial activities around them so as to create a better means of livelihood.
So no system is dead. For example, now if you don't take time, we are getting another Hitler, Putin. History repeats itself. So I agree that in Nigeria things have changed. We are beginning to protest. That's not what we are protesting for. And that protest, who is organizing it? Because if you organize a protest, there will be counter protest.
The event also featured goodwill messages and cutting of the 69th